500 plus troops to come in, and that's to help the police and fire, who are now being stretched very thin. In fact, the city under a tactical alert. That means that it's all hands on deck, and neighboring cities are also out to help as best they can.
Yeah, that in fact, tactical alert is what the LAPD issued last night. That all hands on deck, I found out that means everybody. That's even, yes, that's further. That if you do a 12-hour shift, we need you to come back in. So that's everyone. Even if you've worked during the day, they want you to continue.
You gotta come back, right?
And they've also asked for mutual aid from different departments. The Sheriff's Department is helping out. I'm sure a lot of police departments from various communities are going to be assisting LAPD. And they need it. This is widespread.
They do need it. These officers are tired. They've been at it for quite a while. And look at this picture here, Pat. It looks like they're getting a good dose of water on this. But now again, this fire exploding again. Lots of dark smoke in the air right there.
Yeah.
That Starbucks there on the 7600 block of Melrose. So this happening in Mid-City, not far from the city of West Hollywood, not far from downtown Los Angeles, not far from Pan Pacific Park, where the day's protest started earlier today.
And again, you know, we listened to the mayor, the earlier protest at the beginning in Pan Pacific.
And the silhouette of the palm trees, you know, the beautiful palm trees of Southern California that were in silhouette.
I remember, we were on the air, the Lakers were playing. The Lakers were on the air on KCAL 9, and fires were going up all around the stadium, and people they didn't really know what was going on unless they turned their radios on to catch a newscast on one of the radio stations. So it was quite a scene, quite surreal. We certainly don't want that to turn into something like that now. You know, let's check in with Greg Mills again.
All right, let's go to
in downtown. Greg?
And we're at 6th Street and Broadway. Police were just looking down we're going to go over here and check out. They are watching a few people about 50 yards down the street, down South 6th Street. But now police, for some reason, are moving. I don't know the reason why, but they're moving. Quite a few people are still out here tonight. Those people you're seeing right there, they started coming this way. Police stood the ground right over here, about 50 yards apart. These people now are backing off a little bit, but quite a few people still down here. You're looking down 6th Street here in downtown Los Angeles. Quite a few people still milling around. Some people, frankly, I saw a few that are homeless, and I think they just don't have a place to go, even though there is a curfew right now. But others are openly betraying the order, and they've gone down and made rude comments and gestures at the police. Police have shown great restraint regarding that, but quite a few people here still around, and police, I don't know why, but are moving. What they did earlier, they fanned out from 7th and Broadway, heading east on Broadway, and then north and south on 7th Street. And it was very effective getting people pushed back, but there are still quite a few people down here in downtown Los Angeles. And on 6th Street here at Broadway. And because people have been still driving down here, I think what they're going to do now is just stop the traffic. Because even though people have been getting off the sidewalks, still we've seen a lot of cars coming by and people yelling things out the window. But again, we're going to head north toward the 110 freeway here in downtown. And as you can see, a contingent of about, I don't know, 50, 60 people. Repeat, please, from the control room. I did not hear you. Don't know, but we, yeah, okay, the looting, yeah. I saw a guy break the window, 4th and Hill. Break the window. He got potato chips, whole bunch of people. We got video of that. 4th and Hill. It was about 2 hours ago. Just people pouring through the broken window. We saw like 20 to 30. They were almost in line trying to get into the Walgreens and take stuff from there. Then they ran off with all the loot that they got. Across the street, they broke into another store there. I was counting up, while I was listening to you guys, counting up, I have seen 5 stores looted tonight. Broadway, Hill Street, 4th, 5th, 6th, and a lot of them that were looted last night. There's a Starbucks that we passed, and it was a sad sight. Everything's off, windows are broken, and everything's gone. That's one of the things we saw here tonight, and I believe that was on Broadway a few blocks from here, so maybe at 4th or 3rd. So again, they're fanning out. Now we're heading north toward the 110 freeway, and I believe they're just going to stop the traffic too now. They were just getting people off the street who were walking around. They've done an effective job there, and now trying to stop the traffic. And the curfew is on, as you know, until tomorrow morning at 5:30. Right now they're surrounding a white truck that has at least one person in there. And there's another guy yelling at the police down an alley here too. So they're rounding him up, pushing him back. Juan, Pat?
Greg, we're going to be talking with Professor Jody Armour now.
More splintered, more separated by class and by circumstance. And so, you know, what I'm observing here is just kind of almost an opera of activity and tragedy, but maybe we're seeing the ground shifting beneath our feet, and maybe we'll be ready for some deeper, major changes. You know, one more thing I will say is, you know, when we're thinking about looting, you know, looting really has a bad sound and taste and feel to it, and I understand why, right? But you know, people can say, well,
Professor, are there any short-term solutions? I know we were talking about the massive redistribution of wealth and power, but is there anything on the short term that could help ease some of that discomfort and pain?
Yeah, we have to, you know, recognize that one of the triggers for all of this has been the police brutality that was perpetrated against George Floyd. We're going to have to rethink our budget. You know, how do we look at the police department? Right away, we've risen from the ashes with the physical one. I'm sure we can rise to this occasion, but it's going to take a lot of care and concern for people who we have not shown that much care and concern for up to this point. But I think we can do it.
Well, that is a very positive message, Professor. You know, I was thinking, well, we're hearing a lot of activity in downtown Los Angeles right now. So as we hear from you until we're going to go to this live shot and try to see exactly what's going on. You know, I was thinking with the stay-at-home orders, most of us, well, those of us have been coming to work, but those who can't, they've been at home. So you would think have more attention. You know, you have more time to listen and to talk with one another through media or however, and connect in that way, because that's what we've had to do. We've connected through Zoom meetings.
A lot of downtime too, right?
A lot of downtime, and maybe a lot of time to think about what we're doing and where we